Hello and welcome back to Real World Magic, where we make your life more magical. My name is Neil Trigger, I'm going to be your magical host, and in today's video it's St. Patrick's Day, sort of, almost, so that's tomorrow. I've decided to make a special magical St. Patrick's Day celebration cocktail shot thing. That was a really long description, wasn't it? But it's going to look like this. It's using something called specific gravity, which is using densities of different materials, in this case alcohol, to float at different levels. And so I thought this looks kind of cool, and I'm going to show you how to make it. So if you're interested, stay tuned because it's coming up right after this. So yeah, you're not going to need exactly the same ingredients, but you are going to need a specific gravity sheet that you can download off Google to get the specific gravities of each individual ingredient. Once you've worked that out, then you can work out how to layer them in and in what colours, and the examples that I'm giving you are just purely examples. You can pick whatever you want, whatever flavours you want, and you don't necessarily need alcohol. Not necessarily. Maybe you probably will. It does make some things a little bit easier to balance one on top of another on top of another, but you don't necessarily need it. Now, St. Patrick's Day isn't exactly a teetotal holiday, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. But let's go on over to the kitchen right now, and I'll show you what I mean. Alrighty, so we're going to create an Irish flag out of these three tipples. So we start off with the rum. This is the Tamar tipple. We've got chocolate and mint rum. This is like a liqueur. And we've got Irish cream, and we've got Napoleon brandy. We've also got this one dyed green with food colouring. And it's pretty basic food colouring. Just any old green food colouring will probably work. You don't need very much of this, maybe one drop for about a shot, something like that. So if you're making multiple shots, only use one drop. Obviously the more you use, the darker it'll be. And so this one's kind of orange already, this one's sort of white-ish, and then this one's green, very dark green. And so we're going to start out just by pouring some of this in here. Now, in order to do that and make sure that you've got enough space for everything, I use a pipette, and that just makes things an awful lot easier because then you can just squeeze it in like that and you can be a lot more controlled with it. So I think 2 pipettes worth is probably okay. Probably wouldn't want much more than that. So let's get rid of that one for a second. And then we've got the Irish cream. Now this is based on something called specific gravity, which means that it's basically how dense a drink is. So if you just use the pipette very gently against the side, then you can make sure that it can float one on top of the other. And that way you get the nice layering effect. You can also use the back of a spoon if you want to, because if you drop it from too great a height, it will just go straight through. And although it will eventually settle, you want it to be settled before you can serve it. So if you can do it right the first time without having to wait for it to settle, that's probably better. Okay, that's probably enough. Then just wash out the pipette. The easiest way to do that is with a glass of water, and then just keep on squeezing and letting go. There goes a little bit milky. I'm not a proper bartender, and I just want to show you how specific gravity works in order to layer it nicely. And then finally with the brandy, same as before really. And voila, there we have it. The Irish flag. I think that's pretty cool. If you buy these specific brands, that will work absolutely fine. So I guess the only thing to do now is to try out my Irish flag concoction and see what it tastes like. So down in one, I think. That's strong, but incredibly smooth. That's really nice. Now, this isn't really my invention. That particular ingredient combination is my invention, so I'm going to take credit for it. But that was invented by somebody else a lot smarter than me. I just discovered specific gravity and I thought I'd share it with you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do click that like button. Subscribe if you want to, ding the bell if you do, and you can also join this channel as well. which is awesome, and it'll give you loads of really cool benefits, such as 10% off my merch. It'll give you little button emojis and stuff like that you can use in the live stream, which happens every Saturday at 6 PM. So join me then, and also look out for my next video with some more magical awesomeness. But until then, as always,
Very magical.
Okay, so let's crack on over to my kitchen where I'm going to show you exactly how to make these things. Now, you're not necessarily going to need exactly the same ingredients as me. What's happening with my hands? I don't know. Okay, so there we have it, the 3-colour cocktail. I don't know whether this isn't really...
Hello! Remember to like this video, comment if you have anything interesting to say, subscribe and ding that bell to turn on notifications of next time Neil goes live or uploads anything. You can also become a patron at Patreon or join as a member of this channel by clicking the link below that looks like this. Members get special benefits like a wizard apparition license, 10% off everything in the shop, and I'll even say hello to you by name on the live stream every Saturday night at 6 PM UK time. Membership starts at £1.99 per month. It's well worth it. You get loads of peanuts for that. That's all for now. See you soon.
Please subscribe to Real World Magic. While you're there, click the bell button to be notified of future uploads, and have a look at all of my social stuff. Remember to donate on Patreon if you really liked it, and I'll see you again next week.